Feelings of fear of the majestic, glory be to him. What are your feelings towards it?
Fear is of two types: the fear of the commoners of punishment and the fear of the elite of being veiled, because we have a problem called, and they did not estimate Allah with his true estimate.
Senor Javier, since you are originally from Spain, you came to stay for a week. How long did you stay? A lot.
35 years. If you exist, guide me to you, please. Did you feel that your life changed afterwards? I took 500 kilograms off my back.
That's a very beautiful expression to me.
O my servants, if the first of you and the last of you were together with the heart of the most wicked man among you, that would not diminish my kingdom in the least. Children's faith that my mother is capable of all things is very important.
What makes you think that I was going to lose my life?
I wasn't thinking about God.
Does getting closer to God create barriers for you, or the opposite?
Acting upon the revelation is what makes you understand more. Without action, you won't be able to understand. So if we finish this life here lightly, it's better than going while carrying many things. The month of Ramadan, the month of fasting, the month of piety in the program, and take provisions of piety. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds, and prayers and peace be upon the most noble of messengers, our Master Muhammad, and upon all his family and companions. May you be well every year. The month of Ramadan, the month of fasting, the month of piety in the program, and take provisions of piety. The program will be 4 episodes because the outcome, benefit, and result of the fruits of fasting and night prayer is piety. The truth says, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, O you who have believed, decreed upon you is fasting as it was decreed upon those before you, that you may become righteous. And perhaps implies certainty. And if we take piety from 3 perspectives, the perspective of vision, Imam Ali, may Allah honor his face, says piety. 4, fear of the majestic, acting upon the revelation, contentment with little and preparation for the day of departure. And from the perspective of the message, Imam al-Hasan al-Basri, may Allah be pleased with him, says, I learned that my provision will not be taken by anyone else, so my heart was at peace. And I learned that my work will not be done by anyone else. So I occupied myself with it alone, and I learned that Allah is watching me, so I feared that He would see me in sin, and I learned that death is inevitably coming, so I prepared the provisions for meeting my Lord. And regarding the action or implementation, we will talk about this in the 4 episodes, God willing. And with us, Dr. Amr Fahmy and our brother Javier Ben Yacoba from Spain. We welcome you. Go ahead, Amr. Happy New Year to you all.
And to you, Doctor, Happy New Year to you all. And God willing, may Ramadan be generous to us all, O Lord.
Amen.
Amen, O Lord. Actually, our goal together is to try to clarify the concept of taqwa a bit and take provisions, but indeed the best provision is taqwa. And fear me, O you of understanding. So from Imam Ali's definition, there's a part related to spirituality and a part related to action, which are fear and contentment. Those are spiritual aspects. So if it's fear, perhaps a sense of awe of the majestic, the feelings of fear of the majestic, glory be to him. What are your thoughts on that?
Look, fear is of 2 types. The fear of the masses of punishment. I'm afraid of going to hell, of being punished, and of losing paradise. And the fear of the spiritual elite of the veil. So there's fear of torment and punishment, and fear of distance and the veil. If there's a child who loves his mother dearly and feels she's traveling, she's packed her bag and is leaving him with a neighbor. What will he do? He'll cling to his mother's embrace. The neighbor comes with a toy saying, come play with the ball, Hamada. Will he go play with the ball and leave his mother who's about to travel? No. Then she starts pulling him so the lady can catch the train. What will he do? He'll hold on tighter, kick more, and cry harder. Children's belief that my mother is capable of all things is very important. If every mother could see how much her son loves her and how he cries when she's away. And when she comes, he's overjoyed. If she has candy, he's happy. If she has nothing at all, he is still happy. So when the bestower comes with a blessing, we love him. He comes without a blessing, and we still love him. Our love for him does not depend on what he gives or withholds. So the connection with God here, with the bestower, glory be to him, is very, 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 very important. Sensing God, dealing with God, because we have a problem called, and they have not appraised Allah with true appraisal. People aren't present. They don't feel the true worth of God's majesty. They feel God is someone sitting up there waiting for judgment day to put us in heaven or hell, and that's it. No, he does not need your prayer at all. Nor will it make any difference to him if you do something bad. O my servants, were the first of you and the last of you to be as pious as the most pious heart of any man among you, that would not increase my kingdom in anything. O my servants, were the first of you and the last of you to be as wicked as the most wicked heart of any man among you, that would not decrease my kingdom in anything. So why did he bring us? To enjoy the journey, not wait for the destination.
Let's enjoy the journey. Let's not wait for the destination. Yes, indeed, to your Lord is the return, and to your Lord is the final end. But enjoy the journey. Enjoy the interaction with God, and enjoy seeing God's manifestations through his names, attributes, and actions in his universe. And I always give an example. If we ask a child, how much do you love God? He'll say, I love him this much. But who is this God? He doesn't know. Tarzan grew up and found himself in the jungle. He doesn't have in his vocabulary list, in the words, he has the word generous. He doesn't know the attribute of generosity.
He hasn't seen it.
He never invited the monkeys to dinner.
He hasn't seen it.
What does a monkey who wants a banana do?
He takes it from the tree.
He climbs the tree and takes it. Tarzan, let's call him Abdo, came to us in Egypt, worked, made some money. Winter arrived and it's cold. They said, Tarzan, we want you to be generous. He says to them, generous? What does that mean? We don't have anything called generous in the jungle. They tell him, being generous means you pay some money. We buy blankets to help people. So he starts to learn the name, the generous, becomes attached to it and embodies it. Once he realizes the name, the generous, he says, God, glory be to him, is the absolute generous one who distributed provisions and didn't forget anyone. How is he? He must be loved, especially God, glory be to him. When I asked ChatGPT how many galaxies are created, 2 trillion galaxies. In every galaxy there are how many planets and stars? Tens of billions. So we are something very small. And glory be to him, he created all this and was not fatigued by their creation, nor does their preservation tire him. And he is the most high, the most great. He creates for us the insulin and the oxygen for tomorrow, and he prepares everything for us while we think that we are doing everything ourselves. But
that's very beautiful, Doctor. Well, Monsieur Javier, or how do you say it in Spanish? Señor Javier, since you're originally from Spain, the story of how you met and found the Majestic One, glory be to him. It started with you from what I understood is that you used to be a hippie at the very beginning. This is a very interesting story. We want to hear it from you. How did you get to know the Majestic One, glory be to him?
I worked, I studied and I worked. Then suddenly, I felt a deep inner compulsion, deep within myself, to leave everything behind. What is known in Spain as a good life.
So just to clarify, you were born in Spain and lived in Spain until you reached what age exactly? How old were you when it started to be?
25.
You started saying, I'm not convinced. Why?
Because there was an intellectual trend at the time that this society, it wasn't real, it wasn't working, and there was no spirituality. So there were a lot of hippies who used to travel to India looking for spirituality there.
Right?
No one was looking into Islam.
Mm-hmm.
So the hippies at that time were disillusioned with, they said you have to leave society as it is without making any changes to it. And you have to live on your own, together with your group, which means doing things with your own hands, looking for work in a local market, selling what you can. Basically, living simply was the main goal of the whole thing. Simplicity in every part of life was what they were really aiming for.
Because young people are living through these questions. I want to make myself in my own way, not in the way of those around me.
Yes.
That was the same situation for
Yes.
for this stage in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so you started to love nature more and move away from the sophistication of life.
Exactly.
Right.
I started backpacking and I left everything behind.
Backpacking.
My family, work and everything, and I started traveling. The only place where I truly felt any real sense of calm and peace was in nature.
And by nature, you mean?
Mountains, waterfalls, I mean traveling in nature.
Okay, okay. With all its challenges.
And you meet people like you, stay with them for a while, then leave them. And that was life. I mean, the hippies.
Hmm. Until what exactly happened? I mean, what made you begin to find the path that brought you closer to knowing the Almighty?
The beginning of the path was accidents that happened to me in nature,
Accidents.
serious accidents. The sea, the vast sea was pulling me in slowly and relentlessly.
Okay, sure.
In winter, a big wave and cold.
Oh my goodness, okay.
So I started thinking that I was really going to die. And the second one was up in the mountains, going down a very big, steep snow slope. And there were sharp rocks below. And by just half an inch, I didn't hit the rocks.
Half an inch. So, after you finally managed to get out of these accident situations, what exactly makes you think that you were, or that I was, really going to lose my life?
I wasn't thinking about God.
Nothing about what would happen next.
From the very beginning, I had abandoned the idea of God. So, as the Quran says, when they are at sea, they cry, "O Lord, O Lord." But as soon as they get out, that's it.
Yes. They call upon God sincere in their faith, if you save us from this.
Then you forget.
So, what was the accident that made you talk to him?
It was, well, a car unexpectedly broke down on the side of the road in the middle of the night in a very remote place, and it was cold, so cold I could have died from the
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
So I really didn't want to leave that car just sitting there and start walking away because someone might hit it or something. Anyway, the everything that came out from inside me, everything I had suppressed for so long, the dissatisfaction, the emptiness, the lack of true happiness. I mean, honestly, I thought it was just normal that I would just live my life. So what's the problem? But deep inside, I felt that nothing at all made sense. It wasn't logical, and nothing was giving me peace. Nothing was giving me any comfort. Nothing was giving me anything.
Right? Well, I see.
At that moment, I felt a kind of terror, a sense of dread that washed over me and made my heart beat a little faster. I hesitated for a second, unsure of what to do, so I looked up at the sky, searching for something to calm me down. It was full of stars shining brightly above me, and without even being fully conscious of it, I found myself speaking to God. I quietly said to him, "If you exist, please, I ask you, guide me to you."
If you exist, please guide me to you.
And this confirms the Hadith Qudsi from the Lord of Might. O my servants, all of you are astray except those I have guided. So seek guidance from me and I will guide you. You were seeking guidance from him because you were about to fall and found no one to lean on. I mean, a person who says there is no God, well, are you self sufficient then? What will you do in a tight spot? And you mentioned stars. So this happened at night. You're there at night, it's freezing, and there's absolutely no one. So there is no refuge from him except in him.
Glory be to God. I mean, for someone like me, I was born Muslim. So for me, it's just God. Glory be to him. And this is Islam and so on. But the search, walking a path, and then having God, glory be to him, guide you to him, was a massive milestone. Because you discovered it later on, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, as usual, after it happened, I forgot.
He forgot all about it. If he saves us, then he went back to his life, became a hippie, went to India, went to
China. But my friend and I made the decision to travel to Egypt, Yemen, Pakistan, and India, also backpacking during our journey.
just a bag on your back, a light bag with a few changes of clothes, and that's it. You came to Egypt. Welcome. What did you do in Egypt then? Egypt, the mother of the world.
Did you even go to Yemen or
Is that it? Not yet. He came to Egypt first.
Egypt, and welcome to you?
We were waiting for a visa, so we met some people who guided us and brought us to Alexandria. We were walking around, and I looked at the Abu al-Abbas Mosque, and
Abu al-Abbas al-Mursi.
so we went in because we wanted to see what the mosque was like inside, as we'd never seen it before. Then something happened to Abu Bakr. A very strange experience. His hair stood on end, and a beggar.
His hair stood on end.
Yeah, you know.
What happened? What about the beggar?
Suddenly, a beggar who was by the shrine of our master Abu al-Abbas just got up without any warning and hugged Abu Bakr. He didn't ask for anything, just hugged him.
He must have been one of the holy fools.
And Abu Bakr said, I felt like I didn't want to let go of him at all.
Wow.
Yeah, really.
He felt something truly spiritual in a way.
Very, very beautiful.
What did you feel there?
I felt as if I were inside a bubble. I couldn't hear what they were saying to me, nor could I speak. It was strange. A little while after we left the next day, I had the idea that before I leave Egypt, I should take a copy of the Quran with me because it was the only book I had. I honestly didn't know anything at all about Islam, so I thought that maybe
Yeah, to look through it and understand,
just to know, you know what I mean? The young men we knew there, who seemed quite familiar with the area, directed us to a professor at the college who, as they explained, had lived abroad for quite a long time. They said this man might have a Quran, or perhaps at least know where to find one, in English. Let's go visit him. So we did, and we found a very pleasant, open-minded person who hosted us with extraordinary generosity.
Wow, really.
We weren't used to such hospitality from someone we didn't even know. That also touched my heart. We stayed for a long time and talked a lot for 2 weeks or 10 days. He would say, ask. If you want to search for things in the East, go ahead. I can tell you what we have here.
Yeah, but explore the rest for yourself.
If you want to go to India, brother, and exhaust yourself, fine. If you want us to tell you here and save the trip, fine. And then?
Yes, he used logic, the logic of the universe, the numbers that make it impossible for anything in the universe to be a coincidence. But still, that's not necessarily a motive for you to convert to Islam. Yes, because at first I used to read a lot about religions and everything, and I thought, this is just brain work. Yes. It doesn't necessarily mean this is God or that this is the truth. But when he presented it to us, saying that logically there could be a true Islam and a prophet and so on, it made sense. I mean, it's not like there's anything against reasoning.
Right? So for you, it was more about reasoning and the rational side.
Pulling me.
Yeah. And that's a good driver for you, unlike emotions, I mean.
Mhm. But when we finally said it's reasonable for one to submit, we said, but the soul didn't really want to submit, because we just didn't want to commit to any
Didn't want to?
Because of restrictions. Because of restrictions, exactly. You feel like, I don't want the restrictions,
exactly.
the ones that are like that.
We don't want to.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But God, we stayed up for a long night like that, and then it happened. I mean, a very strong desire inside. I said, this might be the last chance for me to truly get to know God, because this religion is very close. When I saw the Mus'haf and said not a single word has changed, unlike the Bible has changes and so on, and this is very close. And our Master Hussein in Cairo, I said, this is a fresh matter.
Right, on the basis that this is the last message from God and this is God's word. This is the final message. I have to know it or I need to see it.
So I had forgotten that this was also from the soul. But suddenly he said to me, look, you can just leave, or you could take the 2 testimonies of faith, that if you're convinced that God is one and convinced that Muhammad could be the messenger of God, you can say that. So, okay. I wasn't expecting what would happen when.
Wow, this is a very emotional moment, very significant, very spiritual. What happened? I mean, you were saying it while you were like, okay.
I learned, I'll say this, I'll repeat after them, I don't know what.
Right.
But the act itself, when you say something like that, it is transformed. Faith combined with action brings a result.
Inside you, you felt it in the moment, at that very instant.
A huge pull and love among people after that, and prostrating in the mosque. It changed me. I didn't even know myself,
You felt that something changed after that.
Yeah. I took 500 kilograms off my back.
Wow.
You took off the backpack. You came to stay for a week. How long did you stay?
For quite a really long time.
35 years? Like Amina, who went to get a postage stamp and never came back. So Abdo stayed 35 years in this situation.
And what about the family?
The family was used to me doing strange things.
Ah, okay.
So it wasn't,
They were,
to them, it was something very strange that entered the picture. But when I went there, because this matter stays with you, I went there once and they found me clean and polite.
No longer hippies anymore.
well groomed now and taking care.
Of himself as a person in a way that is better than before. Because they are very devout Christians, they were naturally afraid of Islam. But when they saw me like that,
They found you beautiful.
then we returned to Egypt and stayed for years, and the Spirit entered us.
They say that acting upon revelation, if you'll excuse me, doctor, is what gives a person restrictions or barriers. Does getting closer to God create barriers for you, or is it the opposite?
He explained to me, the doctor explained to us that I feel the matter is purely intellectual because I must change what is within myself. I mean, if you just stay in the mind, you won't reach anything. Because the meaningful and practical change that happens inside you, within yourself, in your thoughts and feelings, is what opens up more and more concepts. So acting upon revelation is what makes you understand more. Without action, you won't be able to understand because it will just stay in your mind.
Perhaps we'll return to the episode on acting upon revelation to talk about this a bit more. Doctor, you were telling us about Imam Abu Hamid al-Ghazali and that the definition of the self is an entire field of study. You were saying that it's better for us to expand our horizons of religious information that we have and so on. So what is the book that people could read if they want to explore and delve deeper?
The book The 40 in the Principles of Religion by Imam Hujjat al-Islam Abu Hamid al-Ghazali, who died in 505 Hijri. And God willing, there will be something we can read from it that clarifies for us what it means to not esteem God with his rightful esteem, how the divine essence is in the attributes of meanings, life, knowledge, power, will, hearing, sight, and speech. These are very important for us to know together, God willing.
When I think that religion and piety mean I must be afraid of God, and that is a truth. But there is an expansion or a deeper view of this matter that makes us see it in a completely different way, like the relationship between a son and his father or something like that.
The relationship is, as we said, like a child and his mother or a child and his father. If there is love, there is awe, but with love, not fear. I mean, there is awe with love, and that's it. It's very important for him to know that there is someone who loves him very much. Glory be to him. He is not obligated to do anything. Why did he create you? Because he loves you. So you should feel that you are something very great. Glory be to him. He created you because of his love for you. And the more the relationship has love and a sense that you are with God because he is with you always.
Yes.
Like a man and his son walking in the street and the lights go out. The boy won't be afraid because he knows his father is beside him. But if he didn't know his father was there, he'd be afraid. So feeling that God is with you, especially since God is the disposer of affairs, I seek refuge in God from Satan the accursed. In Surah Al-An'am, and with him are the keys of the unseen. None knows them but he, and he knows what is on the land and in the sea. Not a leaf falls, but he knows it, nor a grain in the darkness of the earth, nor anything fresh or dry, but is in a clear record. And it is he who takes your souls by night and knows what you have committed by day. Then he raises you therein that a specified term may be fulfilled. Then to him is your return. Then he will inform you of what you used to do. And he is the subjugator over his servants. And he sends over you guardian angels until when death comes to one of you. Our messengers take him, and they do not fail. Then they are returned to God, their true Lord. Unquestionably, his is the judgment, and he is the swiftest of accountants. Glory be to him, he is the actor in this universe. So he has tasted the sweetness of faith, who is pleased with God as his Lord. So when you feel that you've surrendered your affairs to God, there's a prayer we've been saying for 60 years, but I only understood it 2 months ago. Oh God, I am your servant, child of your servant and maidservant, my forelock in your hand. Now, these two parts, your command over me is always carried out, and your decree is just. What does your command is executed mean?
Oh, wow.
The president said this will happen, so it will happen. The CEO, the head of anything, said this will happen, it will happen. And your decree is just. Don't feel that this is being done to you while you're being wronged, because he might want to settle something old through you or cleanse something inside you that you're not aware of. For example, there was a man once sentenced to death. Before the execution, he said to the executioner, he said, "I'll tell you a secret. I didn't kill this man. This sentence is wrong, but I have killed before." So maybe God wants him to come to him with a clean slate. Why? Because the hereafter is greater in degrees and greater in preference. So if we finish with this world lightly here, it will be better than going to face him while carrying heavy burdens.
So here at this particular moment, one should really surrender, you know?
Surrender.
Yes, of course.
Surrender.
Yes, you told me that your sense of the sublime is the majestic, meaning that when you encounter something truly grand or awe-inspiring, you feel that powerful sense of wonder and amazement that you call the majestic. Give us a few more details on this subject, because it was such a beautiful thing, a very beautiful expression for
Me. Well, nature. Nature itself is majestic. Majestic, I mean, manifestations of the majestic because it's beyond imagination, and a power beyond imagination. So this, without me calling it God or a manifestation, I was feeling it. I was feeling the might of the mountains and the seas, and that for me was the manifestation. But when I called out to God up there in the stars, which was honestly the thing I looked at the most during those nights, and I forgot about it later on. As soon as I embraced Islam, when I finally met the doctor who was teaching us about the faith, I said to him with a lot of emotion, "Can I hug you?" Because I truly and deeply felt that I loved him, and I felt the love of people, especially from him. So I remembered that the majestic one I called out to showed us the beautiful face, the manifestation through this professor.
Allah.
Because he was all mercy, pure compassion, all generosity, complete selflessness, and all kindness, true warmth.
Glory be to God the Almighty. So one at first learns that Allah, our Lord, exists, and God, in our homes, they teach us that God exists and God is the one who created us and He is the one who controls everything and so on. Your feeling is a much more holistic feeling, much greater than just the feeling that He is great or big. It's
Well, you have three stages of certainty: the knowledge of certainty, the eye of certainty, and the truth of certainty. The knowledge of certainty is when you've never seen fire, but you've read all the books describing what fire looks like, how to light it, the color of the flame, its heat, how to grill on it, that it leaves ashes. This is called the knowledge of certainty. Walking in the desert from afar, you found a fire, you walked towards it, you saw it, so it became the eye of certainty. You lit the fire, grilled on it, ate, felt the warmth, got burned by it, and held the ashes. That's the truth of certainty. It's a matter of dealing with the names. He felt the dominant, and he felt the loving, and he felt the all-encompassing. So he truly felt deep inside that I am near. He felt that I am the responder, because he felt who responds to the distressed when he calls upon him. So he called him and he felt the response. So for us, the names come after the name. I mean, the mobile phone came out first, and then we knew there was a mobile phone, and then we knew it's called a mobile because there are three forms of existence. Existence in reality. This book here in reality is a book that exists. And existence in the mind. I close my eyes and imagine a book, or imagine the mobile, or imagine the moon, or an elephant. An existence on the tongue. I tell you, hand me the book. Its name is on the tongue. So our knowledge of things happened after the existence of things. But God's knowledge of things is what brought things into existence. And He taught Adam all the names: the mobile, the cell phone, the cellular, the portable. All the names in all languages were planted in Adam, which is why his children inherited the database for them. So when the mobile appeared, they knew it by its different names. And then, glory be to Him, His attributes differ from ours. I mean, He manifested His attributes to us so we could know Him, like we said about the generous one, for example. The capable, who made this table? I mean, let's look at the carpenter who made the table. He needs three things: the materials, the wood, to the saw. which are the tools. 3, the ability, the hand, and the eye to make the table. But glory be to him with be and it is. The universes were created and everything almighty. So glory be to him. He is capable and his capability differs from ours. We are the knowing. Our knowledge came after the existence of things. His knowledge created things. Our knowledge increases by learning something new, visiting a new country. Our knowledge decreases, we forget. But glory be to him. Not even the weight of an atom on earth or in heaven escapes his knowledge, and he is the all-hearing, the all-knowing.
The beautiful names of Allah, they are divided. There's a classification that they are,
3 classifications.
right, a classification of
Names of the essence, names of the attributes, and names of the actions. Names of the essence. Who is Allah? Like Allah, the one, the eternal, the great, the sustainer, the first, the last. And there are names of attributes. How is Allah? Gracious, merciful, generous, all-hearing, all-seeing. And there are names of actions. What does Allah do? The abaser, the exalter, the honorer, the humiliator, the creator, the rich, the enricher, the originator, the guide, all of these. So that's why with names of the essence, we say glory be to Allah 33 times after prayer. And with names of attributes, we say praise be to Allah that you are generous and you are merciful. And with names of actions, we say Allah is the greatest. He is the doer. He is the enricher. He is the bestower. I shall provide for the one who has no means until those with means are bewildered. Someone walking along doing nothing and he gives to him. There's a nice story, CEO of a pharmaceutical company. I was giving training to people in scientific offices. So I told him the story and he said, something very strange happened to me. I was in an Arab country and at a traffic light, I just touched the yellow line. The officer came over and said, come here, Egyptian. He took me to the station. I was locked up Thursday and Friday until the judge came Saturday morning. They were the worst 2 nights of my life. He got out in the morning and was walking when he found a coffee shop in the desert with a high iron bench. He sat there drinking coffee. A pickup truck pulled up and a Bedouin man, the landowner, said to him, we want to buy this land. How much? He said, 17. He replied, here's 10,000 in their currency, and I'll come back with a check for the rest. While they were sitting there, a Mercedes pulled in. We want to buy this land. How much? He said, 17 million. The newcomer said, I want to buy it. He replied, no, I already sold it to someone. The man said, I'll buy it for 25 million. Then the first man came back with 7,000 in their currency. He said, no, give it to him, and he gave the man the 8 million difference. Then he pulled out 50,000 and said, your good luck, Egyptian, your good luck. He got a whole year's salary. That's what I'm telling you. He stopped on a line just to get locked up, to be upset, just so he could witness this story. But look at the promise in it. The word, the 2 sellers. He said, I bought it and here's 10,000. He went to get the other 7 and came back. 7 what? 7,000? Man, it was 17 million. Again, he said, I'm buying for 25. He said, here's the 8, and he took his 17. Your good luck, Egyptian, and gave him 50,000. The whole thing is about the distribution of livelihoods. He said, he hasn't forgotten anyone. No one goes to bed without dinner. Thank God our country is beautiful and people look out for each other. Charity tables aren't just in Ramadan. Today they're set up all year round. Because whoever has an extra mount should give it to him who has none, and whoever has extra food should give it to him who has none. He says, the proof of Islam, Abu Hamid al-Ghazali, in the book The 40 and the Principles of Religion regarding the divine essence, we say, praise be to God who made himself known to his servants through his book. Yet revealed through the tongue and speech of his divinely sent prophet, that he, the Almighty, is in his very essence truly one, without any partner whatsoever, absolutely unique, without any like or equal, eternal, without any opposite or rival, solitary, without any peer or counterpart, and that he is ancient, without any beginning or origin, pre-eternal, without any start or point of commencement, ever existent, without any end or conclusion, everlasting, without any termination or cessation. He is self-subsisting, without any interruption or break, perpetual, without any cessation or pause, enduring forever and ever. He has always been and will always be described with the attributes of majesty. He is not subject to passing away, the passing of ages and the ending of lifetimes. Rather, he is the first and the last, the manifest and the hidden, and he is the all-hearing, all-knowing, and that he is established upon the throne in the manner he stated and with the meaning he intended. And here, a quote by Fakhr al-Din al-Razi in the book Keys to the Unseen, or the Great Exegesis, catches my attention because it explains the throne and the footstool in a very, 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 very beautiful way. The greatest of creations in majesty and awe are space and time. As for space, it is the infinite void and the vacuum that has no end. As for time, it is the glowing extension emerging from the depths of the darkness of pre-eternity to the darkness of post-eternity. It is as if it were a river that emerged from the base of the mountain of pre-eternity and stretched until it entered the base of the mountain of post-eternity. So no beginning is known for its eruption, nor a dwelling for its settling. So the first and the last are attributes of time, and the manifest and the hidden are attributes of space, and the perfection of these four is the most gracious, the most merciful. For the truth, glory be to him, encompasses space, manifest and hidden, and encompasses time, first and last. And if the disposer of space and time is the truth, the exalted, then he is transcendent above time and space. Knowing this, we say, the truth, glory be to him, the exalted, has a throne and a footstool. So he linked space with the footstool. He said his footstool encompasses the heavens and the earth. And he linked time with the throne, and his throne was upon the water, because the flow of time resembles the flow of water. So there is no space beyond the footstool, and no time beyond the throne. So highness is the attribute of the footstool, and it is his saying, say, Allah is sufficient for me. There is no deity except him. In him I trust, and he is the Lord of the great throne. And the perfection of highness and greatness belongs to Allah, as he said, and their preservation tires him not, and he is the most high, the most great. This is by Sheikh Muhammad Bidawi, who says, in you I seek refuge, and who grants refuge but you. So grant refuge to a weakling who seeks shelter in your protection. I am weak. I seek help against the strength of my sin and disobedience through some of your strength. I have sinned, my Lord, and sins have pained me, for which there is no forgiver but you. My world has deceived me, and your pardon has emboldened me. What is my recourse in this or that? Had my heart doubted, it wouldn't have believed in your generous pardon, nor strayed or disobeyed you. O Lord, here I am, freed from worldly desire, and my empty heart has embraced your love. I left my comfort in life and its distractions, and found all my solace in communion with you. I forgot my love and withdrew from my loved ones, and I forgot myself for fear of forgetting you. Glory be to you, O Lord, glory be to you, O generous one. O Allah, manifest your grace upon the Islamic nation in this great month and in these blessed nights with goodness, blessings, and abundance. For you are the enricher, the loving, the near, and the responder. O Lord, we have no one but you, O Lord. We have no one but you. And peace be upon you, and the mercy of Allah the Almighty and his blessings.